What's up, everybody? Happy Saturday. So, earlier I posted a video with a picture that showed that I survived 7.5 years of being a domestic abuse uh, person. In sharing my truths, I always hope that it's to hopefully inspire and encourage someone else that's in the same situation, whether it be to encourage you to walk out the door or just leave, walk away. Because let me tell you, I met this man, my ex, when I was 16 while I was in the foster homes, being that my mother had went to prison for murder and she served 10 years. So I was 24 by the time she came home. But met this man, I was 16, he was 23. We ended up getting married. I ended up having our son. And 2 weeks after marriage, this man started beating me. Loaded guns to my head, used to talk about blowing my brains out. I literally used to be beat every single day. And, one of the craziest things was that I used to honestly pray and ask God to allow someone to kill him because I never knew how, or unalive him, because I didn't know how I would ever leave. I was afraid of him. I didn't have family. I had no one that I could go to. So this is for anybody, and I did this 7.5 years of being thrown down the stairs, of being stomped on, my head being beaten into the garage, him picking me up and throwing me into the walls, him beating my head into the garage door, him having loaded guns in my head, telling me he would blow my brains out when he was intoxicated. And I know that there was nobody but God that kept me, because it was no way that I could save myself during those times and during those really troubling times. So this is to all the women that were able and brave enough to walk away. I always tell people that God never said that there wouldn't be bumps and bruises along the way, but he did say that he would be there for us. So I can honestly say, through all of that, I left him when I was 24. I'm 50 now. Praise God. I don't know how I was able to stay that long, but you do things for your children, and then you realize that, in order to do it right, you can't allow your kids to see that. Like, that's not normal. That's not healthy. That's not safe. That's definitely not an environment that you want your children in. So I finally made the decision to walk away, and that was the best decision I ever made in my life. So for those of you that are new to my page, I normally go live every day. I had a page that I lost twice, and I lost access to the last. But most people that follow me and know me, they know my story. And again, as I said, this is by no way trying to make people think like, or give me some type of sympathy. It's never about that. Like, look at me. I don't need sympathy. I don't need pity. I enjoy my life. I'm living my life. I just want to be able to hopefully inspire and encourage someone some type of way with sharing my truths, because I believe that that's truly the only way that you can actually help somebody that's at their low point. So that's what these videos and me telling my stories and my testimonies are about. That's the incense. Don't pay it no mind. So again, I pray that, let me say this. There are so many me's out there. There are so many me's out there that that are in my situation or in the situation that I was in previously. They're walking right now not knowing when their face is going to be met with a hand, or when whatever. But I just want you to know that you are so strong, and I hope that you know that you deserve so much better. And please seek help. Seek help. Like I never did, because I was afraid of him. He used to threaten to kill me if I tried to leave or do anything. But I just want to say now that there are so many different ways that people can help you and get you out and get you into a safe environment, because that is definitely not anything that your children need to be a witness of, because you just don't realize how much of an effect that has on your children, or have on your children, and how those effects can last for the rest of their lives. Like I'm still dealing with the trauma of the abuse of 7.5 years. It's something that I am seeking to have therapy about, because you don't get over it. Like you get through it. God guides you. God holds you. But it's still there. The thoughts, the memories, it's still there all these years later. So as I embark on my journey of healing, this healing is from so many things, from my previous relationship with this man cheating and lying and dealing with hundreds of women while he was dating me and while I was carrying our son. It's for the 7.5 years that I was with my ex-husband, the times that I have left and lived in hotels with my children, and he would find us only to convince me that would never happen again. And then there we were. So his excuse was always to buy. He felt buying me things was just made it right. So he may beat the crap out of me all night until the next morning, and then the next day it was as if nothing ever happened. And then he would give me money or a card with like $5,000 on, and like, hey, go shopping, because I always love shopping, and I still do. But anyway, moving forward, his idea was that he owned me. Once we got married, it was like, I have papers on you. And he felt that it was okay to do the things he did to me. And right now, to this day, he's not having a good life. He's on drugs, strung out on drugs. So you have to be careful how you treat people. And you got to be careful how you treat God's children. That's the most important part, because I am a child of God, and God has kept me. God has been with me, and there's no way that I should even be having this conversation or doing this talk right now. But I can truly say that God has been there for me, and he will always be there for you. So please don't give up. Please seek some type of help. Leave, run, whatever you need to do. Get as many people involved as you can. But the best thing for you to do will be to walk away, because some people never change, and you could spend the rest of your life with blows to your head and black eyes and this trying to explain to your family, or some people just suffer in silence like I did. So anyway, I hope that you have the courage and the strength to do what's right and do what's best for you and your children, if you have children involved. So this is my speech and my testimony about being a domestic abuse survivor. I love you.